I saw someone say he should be starting because of the amount of goals he scored last season, but I thought, well, that was
in the third tier
in the Meon Valley.
Here we go. Welcome to the Pompey Pod with Mike and Dan. Good evening, Dan.
Hiya.
It is a good evening because we have broken the run of 3 successive defeats and we've taken a point from Sheffield United. We will talk about that very soon. I'm very well, by the way, coming back to your question. How are you?
Terrific.
Good. Before we get into the Sheffield United game, we've got a new feature, which is our audience participation question. So please put your comments below. Our question this week is Bovril. That's it. That's the question. Bovril, question mark. Do you participate in any Bovril products outside of a football environment? Please let us know. And second question to that, follow-up question, why? If you do, why? Anyway, Sheffield United came to Fratton Park, sunny Fratty Park. Sunny Fratton Park this weekend, and good game, wasn't it?
It was all right, wasn't it? Much better. Much better, I thought, yeah.
Much better. I was a little bit nervous when we started, not because McIntyre started, but because he was thrown in at the last minute and then got booked after like 80 seconds or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I thought, that's nervy. But actually, I thought we were excellent. I thought we were excellent throughout. And they were good. So it was a good point.
Yeah, it was. Yes. I thought we did very well. I thought we defended very well. Still that sort of lack of cutting edge going forwards, but I think we didn't really give them as many chances as other teams have had against us this season. So I thought it was sort of fair on the chances count. Yeah, I thought we did all right. Yeah, it looks all right.
They only really had probably 2 clear-cut chances, didn't they? Where the first one, I thought Harmer is how you pronounce it, by the way. Harmer.
I found that out. Yeah.
I think he could have done better with that. It was a good save from Norris, but he kind of made it easier for him, didn't he, by kind of heading it central
the header,
goal.
Yeah, well, I guess so. He's not exactly huge, is he? So he did well to get on the end of it.
Yeah, I guess. And then they had that one in the second half where Norris saved with his feet, which I thought was a pretty decent save.
Yeah.
Which was nice. But we also had a couple of good chances too.
Yeah. We had the Pack free kick, didn't we, that went all the way over.
Yeah, great save.
It was a good save.
Very good save.
The Paddy Lane one, which when I first saw it, when I was watching it at Fratton Park, I thought he took the shot too early. I thought he could have taken it another yard. But when I've seen it again, there was a defender sort of closing him down. So
yeah.
And again, that was a good save. I thought Lane was better as well. I usually moan about Lane, moan about him, but just say he hasn't been up to his best. But I thought he was better as well.
Last couple of games he's been better, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I thought we were good throughout, actually, throughout the team. I'm going to, as always, ask you some questions. So a couple of debutants. How do you think they got on? Farrell, first of all. How do you think Farrell...
So, I was really looking forward to him because I thought he was just going to be class. And then first 5 or 10 minutes, I was a bit worried because
I was a bit nervous.
Max Saki kept getting in behind. He got in behind a couple of times early doors, didn't he? I thought Farrell grew into the game. I thought he was good second half, really good. And he was unlucky not to score. So, I thought he was I thought he settled down. I mean, it's a big debut, isn't it? Playing a completely different league that he has been. So, I thought, you can
much more physical,
understand why he was a bit nervous. Yeah, a bit more physical. He's not a big, he's quite gangly, isn't he?
Slight,
he's not a big,
quite slight. Yeah.
So, I thought he did all right. I thought he did well second half.
And one thing I think really the difference between him and Ogilvie is he actually seemed like he had a bit of pace. There's one where Murphy was running down the wing and he kind of almost overlapped him.
Yeah.
Even though Murphy was going full propel. Didn't quite.
But then again,
it obviously shows he's got a bit of pace.
Would Ogilvie have scored that header?
I think he would. Yeah. You said he was unlucky on there. I'm not sure he was unlucky. I thought it was a poor miss, really, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah,
I think maybe 2 or 3 games in, where you'd like to think you're going to hit the target. If you hit the target, it's probably going to be a goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's first. And then Omani, apparently, is how you pronounce it. We've been saying O'Mahony, but Omani. How did you feel?
I thought he did all right. I thought he had the I can't remember the name of the Sheffield United centre back, but he is fucking
massive
huge.
fella.
Yeah, he's huge.
Suitor.
Yeah, and not just tall, but wide as well. And
a bit like Harry Maguire in a way, isn't he?
Yeah, and we started off by Norris was playing a lot of long balls up there, and it was just like he's not going to win the header, however big he is, and however much he puts himself about. He's not going to win the header. But I thought he did all right. I thought he battled.
Covered a lot of ground, didn't he?
Yeah, held the ball up well a couple of times. So yeah, not a bad start really. He's only 19, isn't he?
Yeah, 19. It's good to see that he obviously got in. I was quite pleased to see him start ahead of Sadie, because as much as I like Sadie, he's not a striker, is he? We know he's not a striker. And I think getting minutes into Omar, hopefully in a couple of games' time, he'll be nice and sharp. Maybe even on Wednesday night. Let's see.
Yeah.
What about
I've
around the rest of the pitch?
Afterwards. Yeah, go on.
Okay, go on. Around the rest of the pitch. So I thought, I don't think anyone had a bad game, if I'm honest with you.
No.
But Potts looked very assured, I thought.
Yeah.
Even better than the last game. Like you say, Lane, I think that's 2 games in a row now. Lane's played pretty decent.
Yeah.
But centre-backs, I just think the centre-backs make such a difference, don't they? Just having 2 centre-backs that are composed, that can play the ball out, that positionally excellent, I thought. And didn't give much away at all, did we? And
no.
Finally, Swanson, best game since Spurs, I'd say.
Really good, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was excellent. Yeah, I thought it was difficult. I mean, I sat there when I was watching the game with about 5 minutes to go, and I thought, who would I pick for man of the match? And I couldn't pick one. Normally, there'd be an outright. It was sort of like a lot of them not had brilliant games, but there was a lot of them that had a really good game. So it was tough to pick. Like you said, Pack as well. Pack, Potts.
I thought Pack played really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Swanson did just get it on our poll on Facebook, but it was close. I think he got around about 30% of the vote, and then there's a couple of others. It's kind of like someone else had 25, someone else had kind of 18, 19. So
yeah,
it wasn't clear cut. But yeah, Swanson got man. I think he just edged it, didn't he? I thought it was a very solid game for Swanson.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Oh,
yeah, very good team performance. Very, very good team. Very good team performance indeed.
What was my question, Mike?
What was it?
Yeah, was it about Swanson? I thought it was going to be about Swanson, but I can't remember what it was now.
Okay.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, well, I'll come to me again in a minute.
Well, I'll tell you what. Whilst you're thinking about that, 2 questions I've got for you. 2 more questions. 2 final questions. So I would imagine the little kickoff at the end was pretty. You probably would have had a fairly good view of that.
Yeah, it was right in front of us. Yeah. So what are you going to ask me what it was about?
Yeah, I haven't got a clue.
Well, I don't know, because at the time the whistle went for the final whistle, and then one of the Sheffield United, the midfielder, started going mental at the ref, and I thought maybe he was moaning first because he stopped it when they were attacking, but they did exactly the same in the first half. We had a corner right at the end of the half, and he blew the whistle. So I thought he can't really be moaning about that. But then when I watched the replay back, Potts did a foul. And it was it was sort of like a yellow card challenge right on the final whistle. So I don't know whether they were, and he'd already been booked, hadn't he, Potts? So I think they were calling for him to be sent off. Well, I think so. And then I just thought, well, what's the point? It makes no difference to you whatsoever now if he's been sent off, does it? And it wasn't a bad, it was just a trip. So it's like, unless something else was said, I don't know.
Yeah, something must have been said. It is, good 10-player kind of ruckers at one stage, wasn't it? Handbags.
Norris
second one,
face thing as well. You didn't. I don't know if you would have seen that. Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
Holding his face and falling to the ground as if he'd been punched. Yeah.
Jesus, good old nice. The other question, I thought the ref actually had a decent game. He was fairly anonymous, so that's always a good sign if the referee's not sending attention. However, apart from one thing, so their player got booked in the first half for tying his laces, which I guess I don't really think he was playing for time, was he? Not 35 minutes in or whatever it was.
No.
But anyway, second half, that little bit of skill that Potts did where he lobbed it over one of their players' heads in a circle, kind of brought it down. Then he played it out wide to Blair. Now, Blair then got taken out by that same player completely. Referee, that's a clear yellow card, so that should have been a second yellow card.
Easy, obvious yellow cards,
Yeah, but the referee then gave a throw in to us, which the player, Did you see any of that?
No, I didn't see that.
It looked to me like a clear foul.
Yeah.
And should have been second yellow, in my opinion.
Oh,
it
right.
was anything the ref got wrong.
No. Yeah. No, I didn't notice that. Yeah, he was all right, the ref. Bit chatty. When he stopped the game, he kept talking. Yeah, come here, let me have a chat with you.
Oh, yes, he was. Yeah.
Did that quite a lot. But yeah, other than that, it was all right.
Yeah. Solid performance, though, all round.
Yes.
Which is good. Do you remember what your question was?
No, it's no. I think it was going to be about Swanson. I think I was just going to ask you about Swanson, what you thought of Swanson, but yeah, no.
Okay. I thought
it. No, it's not. It wasn't about Swanson. I have remembered the original question. People have been saying about Sorensen Why isn't Sorensen coming on? Where's Sorensen? What do you think of that? What?
I don't know. We're not really seen enough of him to kind of make a judgment, have we? He obviously played against Leeds and scored, which is he didn't really do much else in that game. He worked hard, didn't he? There's clearly something. Either they don't feel he's up to the pace of the game as yet, because I've also thought it's strange he played on the left wing against Middlesbrough when Sadie played up top. I just thought that was a strange decision as well, because he didn't really look as if he had ever played left wing before.
No.
So I don't know.
No, okay.
Strange, wasn't it?
I saw someone say he should be starting because of the amount of goals he scored last season, but I thought, well, that was
in the third tier
in the Meon Valley.
Yeah, Brett Pittman's scoring a lot of goals, so maybe we should sign him up. He's scored like about 4,000
I've seen
goals.
people say that as well.
Oh, what?
Should get him back. Yeah, get him back at Fratton Park. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah,
I don't think beer is a pre-match drink in the Championship, is it? Like it is in wherever the seventh tier he's playing in. But it's good. It is a good point. I think even Chris Wilder was very complimentary about Pompey. The atmosphere, the ferocity of the crowd, and how it would be a good learning curve for his players, but also the fact that he felt that we were very good. He's played. He said something like there'd be worse teams off than us, didn't he?
Yeah.
So that's a good sign. I think a good sign, and that's it. That's our 7 games over. We got no excuses now, have we?
That's it now.
7 games.
Yeah.
And now we've got to kick on.
Yeah.
And start at Stoke and then Oxford at the weekend.
Yeah. It's when we don't win any of the next 5, isn't it? And then we start going, right. Oh yeah. We are.
I think if we don't get a win out of our next 2 games, then there's going to be some rumbles in there. There's going to be some unhappy people. I think we will. But we will be back. Well, actually, the Stoke preview will go out pretty much the same time as this, so we'll be running alongside, I would imagine. But Stoke on Wednesday night. That is it from the Pompey pod. Portsmouth take another point, 4 points from 7. We'll be back, like I say, a little bit later this week with Stoke and also an Oxford United preview. But for now, play out, Pompey. Goodbye.
Bye.